3 people died because of a window shape, not a crash, not engine failure, not turbulence, a window shape. In 1953, 2 brand new jet planes fell apart in midair at cruising altitude on clear days, with 0 warning. Passengers didn't even have time to scream. And when investigators dug through the wreckage, they found the answer in the most boring place imaginable, the corners of the windows. See, those planes had square windows, and that one decision killed everyone on board. Here's what nobody tells you about flying at 35,000 feet. The air outside your window right now is thin, like dangerously thin. The pressure outside is trying to tear the plane apart, while the pressurized air inside is pushing back just as hard. Every single second you're in the air, that metal tube around you is under insane stress. And stress, in physics, doesn't spread evenly. It travels. It moves through the material looking for somewhere to go, and when it finds a corner, it stops. It piles up. Engineers call it stress concentration. I call it a time bomb. Square windows had 4 corners, 4 places where pressure built up to levels the metal couldn't survive. Fly the plane enough times, those corners started cracking. And once a crack starts at 35,000 feet, it doesn't stop. So engineers did something that sounds almost too simple to be genius. They got rid of the corners. A circle has no corners, no edges, no weak points. Pressure hits a round window and it flows smooth, continuous, distributed evenly all the way around. There's no single spot taking more stress than the rest. The whole shape works together. That's why every commercial plane since the 1950s has had oval or rounded windows. Not for aesthetics, not for the view, because the right shape is literally the difference between landing safely and the plane peeling apart over the Atlantic Ocean. Think about that next time you're annoyed the window doesn't line up with your seat. But here's where it gets even more wild. Boeing, Airbus, every major manufacturer, they don't just round the windows, they obsess over the frame around them. The rivets, the thickness of the glass, the angle of the seal. Because at altitude, even a 1 millimeter flaw becomes catastrophic. In 1988, a flight attendant was literally sucked out of an Aloha Airlines plane mid-flight because metal fatigue cracked the fuselage. The plane had been doing short island hops for years, pressurizing and depressurizing thousands of times. Small cracks, invisible to the naked eye, had been growing for months. Stress doesn't announce itself, it whispers, and then all at once, it screams. So every time you look out that tiny oval window, that's not an accident. That's 70 years of hard lessons, written in geometry. Every curve on that plane has a reason. The rounded nose, the swept-back wings, the oval doors. Modern aviation isn't just engineering. It's the result of disasters that forced humans to get smarter. The square window killed people. The round window saved millions of lives without any of them ever knowing it. That's the thing about great design. When it works perfectly, you never notice it at all. So next time someone tells you shape doesn't matter, tell them about the window. Because sometimes the most important design decision in history is just rounding a corner.